Deputy Governor Ibesim assures the Abga members of free, transparent Congress. Archbishop Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Ibesim optimism of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibesim has asked members of the All Progressives Well Alliance, APGA, vying for one position or the other during the party's upcoming Congress to imbibe spiritual partnership and be guided by unity and love, which APGA is known for. The Deputy Governor made the call during a meeting with Anambra Central APGA stakeholders at the International Convention Center in Oka. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo has the details.
Dr. Ibesim, while emphasizing on the need for the candidates to see the election as a family thing, reminded them to make patience and brotherly love their watchword. So according to him, everybody cannot win at the same time. Deputy Governor Ibesim assured that the election will be transparent, free and fair, encouraging members of the party to put more effort in moving the party forward.
The government is good employment. See no employment and the weather employment. More after employment also Africa what America. What's that?
On his part, the Chief Protocol Officer to Governor Chukwu Masuludo and Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. Chinedu commended the comportment of the stakeholders during the meeting, which he said the outcome will make things easier during the Congress, and encouraged members of the party to be their brother's keeper at all times.
Just for them to have this spirit of generosity and meekness, at least as we have zoned this to Idemili North. After the tenure, we'll zone to another local government.
In separate interviews, the Managing Director of Anambra State Investment, Promotion and Protection Agency, Mr. Mark Okoye, Transition Committee Chairman for Anocha Local Government Area, Mr. Ike Chwozo, and the immediate past Special Advisor to the Governor on Political Matters, Barrister Ifeatu Obi-Okoye, commended the efforts of the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwu Masuludo, and his deputy, Dr. Ibesim, and other APGA leaders in the state towards ensuring a peaceful Congress and election, expressing hope that after the event, the party will become stronger and will be the pride of other political parties in Nigeria.
We had a meeting for Anambra Central, led by the Deputy Governor, who is also from Central, and the leader of all the critical stakeholders of Anambra Central. And what we did there was to discuss the areas and perhaps zone the positions to the different local governments. This has brought clarity, this has brought equity, and also this has brought transparency to the process. So we just have to commend the leadership of the state, the leadership of the party, in whom we are well pleased, our governor, the working governor, Governor Soludo.
Others, including the member representing Idemili North at the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ifeanyi Chiekwu, State House of Assembly member-elect for Njikoka 1 constituency, Honorable Chidi Ibemeka, noted that APGA has been a united and peaceful family, expecting that the leadership of the party will provide a level playing ground for candidates contesting for one post or the other at the Congress for the progress of the party. The meeting attracted the stakeholders from the 7 local government areas that make up Anambra Central. From International Convention Center in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra State government has commenced works on the Oka Erosion Control Project. Speaking to newsmen at the Kweme Square behind the new government house, Oka, Engineer Fayo Koma, the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, stated that the visit was to officially hand over the project documents to the contractor, IDC Construction Limited. We have the details.
To him, Anambra State government is handing over the site to the contractor because he wants the reclamation completed as soon as possible. Engineer Okoma said Anambra State has become the erosion capital of Nigeria, noting that land is one of the little resources in Anambra State which has become like a diamond to them, regretting that the diamond is being taken over by the agents of nature, which is why the government led by Professor Charles Soludo, decided that he shall reclaim the land, urging the contractor not to disappoint them. Engineer Koma stated that the contractor is expected to complete the project in 6 months' time. On his part, the project engineer for IDC Construction Limited, Engineer Yusuf Zichaib, said that they had commenced the project by bringing their equipment to site. He assured that they will work hard to deliver the project according to schedule.
The Archbishop, Province of the Niger, and Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, has urged Nigerians to keep hope alive, saying that a new Nigeria where justice, fairness, equity, peace and progress are possible will soon emerge. Archbishop Ibezim made the assertion while delivering his presidential charge at the ongoing first session of the 13th Synod of the Diocese of Awka holding at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Agulo, in Anocha local government area. Religion correspondent Makachibuzo Koye has details.
Archbishop Ibezim regretted that Nigeria as a nation is blessed by God with many human and natural resources which ought to be utilized for the good of the people, but regretted that the resources that are meant for the benefit of all have been hijacked by few people in authority. On situation in the state, Archbishop Ibezim urged the state government led by Professor Chukwuma Soludo to accelerate implementation of its agenda for the state and ensure that it creates an environment for peace, justice, equity and security that will attract foreign direct investment for the benefit of all. Archbishop Ibezim said the present administration is on the journey of making the state a pleasant and habitable place, while acknowledging the massive construction and reconstruction of roads alongside other key infrastructural projects going on in the state. Speaking on the themes of the synod, running the Christian race, implications for family in perilous times, Archbishop Ibezim called on Christian families to build homes to fulfill God's expectation of the family.
This synod is calling for a peaceful dialogue among our political parties. INEC must prove her credibility. And please let the court decide our case. We plead with the incoming government to place the interests of the people above tribalism, above ethnicity, above acrimony. A progressive nation must thrive on equity, fairness, and justice.
On behalf of the Province of the Niger, Right Reverend Ephraim Ikako of Amichi Diocese described the charge as a rallying point that will foster family values in Christian families. While adopting the charge as a working document in the diocese, the diocesan chancellor, Justice O.J. Okeke, described the Archbishop's charge as a masterpiece that every couple and Christian should embrace to build solid homes and prosperous nations.
Set this before, so it will be a sort of guide for people. We are blessed. Thank you very much, and thank you, my worker, for being supportive.
Present at the event were the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, the Dean, Church of Nigeria, Most Reverend Buba Lamido, over 50 archbishops and bishops and presidents, Mothers Union, Province of the Niger, Mrs Matilda Ibezim.
It was a moment of joy and jubilation at St. Vincent Catholic Church, Obunike, in Oyi local government area, as the community received their illustrious son, who was installed the pioneer bishop of Aguleri Diocese, Most Reverend Dennis Isuzo. Odinaka Nwolisa reports the Most Reverend Isuzo was consecrated as bishop on May 1st, 2015, and on February 12, 2023, he was named the first bishop of Aguleri Diocese, and on Friday, March 17, 2023, he was installed at St. Joseph's Cathedral, Aguleri. We have details from our studio.
In his homily, Most Reverend Isuzo, who went down memory lane, narrated his journey in his episcopal ministry and appreciated God for the love in keeping with his commandments.
You can become anything. You can become great. I am proud. Some of them put that strategy, you can shine in life.
The parish priest, St. Vincent Catholic Church Ubunike, Reverend Father Augustine Obunuko, congratulated Bishop Isuzo and prayed God to give him more strength to pilot the affairs of the new diocese. On behalf of Ubunike Catholic community, Reverend Father Austin Eze described the bishop as an intellectual and apostle of Christ, thanking God for using Bishop Isuzo to expand his gospel. In his address of welcome at the reception organized in honor of Bishop Isuzo, the Secretary Ubunike Catholic Community, Mr. Norbert Kokwelo, said it is a great blessing to the community that their son was found worthy for the ecclesiastical office of shepherding the flock of the diocese, adding that Bishop Isuzo remained at the forefront in the struggle to keep the community united and stronger in faith. Mr. Kokwelo promised to support the bishop both spiritually and physically through collective and individual prayers. In an interview, the chairman on the occasion, Dr. Anikweta Onunkwo, thanked God for the divine elevation given to the celebrant, praying God to guide him throughout his episcopal journey. Presentation of gifts by various zones and outstations, dance and cutting of the cake were the highlights of the ceremony.
To enable members to examine administrative direction and reawaken team spirit in discharging responsibilities, the Anambra East local government has organized a 3-day retreat for council members and management staff. Correspondent Joseph Ebwacha reports that the retreat held at Bishop A.K. Obi from the Retreat Center Uno Committee on Education, Economic and Community Development, CEECD, of Anambra East local government was inaugurated. His report.
The event with the theme Cooperative Governance Solution to Grassroots Development attracted resource persons including the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Anambra State, Mr. N.S. Ezajuri, who spoke on the People's Manifesto Keying into the Vision, and the Managing Director of Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency, ANSEPA, Mr. Mark Okoye, who spoke on Anambra Vision 2070 and the opportunities for economic development. Where is Anambra East? Others were the Secretary, Anambra State Local Government Service Commission, Barrister Stan Nwata, who spoke on local government administration, the role of everyone, and an executive director at the Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, Dr. Christian Madubuku, who spoke on Anambra East, new strategies for revenue mobilization. A participant and member of the newly inaugurated committee, Professor Mrs. Ogugwa Ibeze, said the Committee on Education, Economic and Community Development, Anambra East local government, will collaborate with the council chairman and other staff to work out a system that will engineer development in all spheres of life in the area, especially in education, agriculture, in line with the vision of the Soludo administration.
Kaibulundi committee basalo akwụkwọ basa ife kebulite banye economically, maọbụ na inweta ego, maọbụ na ịmụ afịa, maọbụ na ịmụ akwụkwọ, maọbụ na ụzọ ọbụla bụ n'ụzọ ka anyị wee develop nyabụ local government anyị.
Earlier in his remarks, the Transition Committee Chairman of the Council area, Dr. Anselm Onora, who reminded participants of their role at the local government area in achieving the vision of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in making Anambra State a livable and prosperous homeland, explained that the retreat was part of efforts to step up drive towards achieving maximum productivity at the local government system. He noted that the newly inaugurated Committee on Education, Economic and Community Development will help to develop economic blueprint for the council area, which he described as Anambra Gateway to the world.
Behind a menu startup, Nchikota, and the council and the EC, the local government, on Kanyalaniaka, Takotision, when we're that Ejigen and Gem. I do a May Ponisa Lukusi Chas, Soludo, Anambra East. I'm Maloka is Anambra East with the 2 kilometers.
In their contributions, a member of Anambra State Local Government Service Commission, Barrister Antonia Tabansu Okoye, and the Public Relations Officer of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Bahrain, Dr. Harrison Madubueze, urged the participants to put to good use the knowledge they gathered at the event for maximum productivity at the grassroots.
Ejimaka webe obuke nyocha ifa imegolo na bona Anambra East Local Government kọwagasi alụ ndị isi etu a ga-esi wee na-eme ife ndị a na-achị wee na-aghọta ebe a na-eje na gọọmenti.
In Oka, Joseph Ebwacha reporting for ABS News.
Chief of Army Staff General Farouk Yahya has urged officers and men of the Nigerian Army on professionalism and proficiency in discharge of military operations. Yahya gave the charge during the flag-off of the maiden captain to major written promotion examination, Direct Regular Commission 2023, CMWPE DRC 2023, held at the Nigerian Army School of Supply and Transport, Benin, Edo State. The Army Chief stressed that advancement in knowledge and skills is key in military operations globally. He stated that CMWPE DRC 2023 is the first of its kind in the history of NA, noting that the candidates are most privileged to be pioneers of this examination, which is in line with his command philosophy and the desire to develop capabilities of personnel across the NA, as well as improve their military profession and areas of specializations. He reiterated that the examination is to develop competency among all commissions in the Army, which is in line with his vision of having a professional NA ready to accomplish a assigned mission within a joint environment in defense of Nigeria. He added that the examination is designed to ensure officers are competent in their chosen career as well as their respective corps. From the foreign scenes, Qatar and Bahrain are resuming flights between two countries from May 25th in a continuing process of normalizing ties. Bahrain's Civil Aviation Affairs announced the move, according to Bahrain State News Agency. The resumption of flights between the two is within the framework of the brotherly relations between the two brotherly countries and peoples, and in a manner that achieves the common aspiration of the leaderships and citizens of both countries, the state agency said. The Gulf countries announced a restoration of ties last month when their respective foreign delegates met on April 12th at headquarters of the Gulf Cooperation Council General Secretariat in the Saudi capital of Riyadh. In 2017, Bahrain, along with Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates and Egypt, severed ties and imposed a blockade on Qatar over claims it was too close to Iran and backed hardline groups. Allegations Doha has always firmly denied. The former Arab countries had banned Qatari planes and ships from using their airspace and waters and cut trade links. In 2021, however, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates and Egypt resumed these ties, although the UAE and Qatar have yet to open their respective embassies. And from the world of sports, Eddie Hearn has confirmed Anthony Joshua could still face Deontay Wilder in Saudi Arabia this year, even if Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk does not happen. Joshua recently fought for the first time in 8 months as they defeated Jermaine Franklin by unanimous decision in April. Fury and Usyk were in talks for a fight that will crown the first undisputed heavyweight champion in 2 decades, but could not agree on financial terms. Hearn previously revealed an epic card proposed to him in the Middle East and has now insisted the organizers are serious about staging both fights on the same night. Fury has fought the Bronze Bomber 3 times with 1 draw and 2 wins for the Brit. The remains of the late Mrs Matilda Owusu of Erosion village, Awa, in Urumba North government area have been laid to rest at her husband's compound, aged 84. The late Matilda was the aunt to Chief Ambrose Ewuomu, a business executive and major stakeholder not only in our community but in Urumba. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The Catholic Bishop of Ekwulobia Diocese, Peter Cardinal Opaleke, who officiated the funeral mass at St. Michael's Catholic Parish, Awa, pointed out that the deceased defended her faith in God as she was a devout Catholic who housed seminarians and contributed immensely to the growth of the church in her community and beyond. After the Requiem Mass, the remains of the late Matilda was interred, after which condolences from friends, in-laws, age grades, and groups followed. The member representing Urumba South at the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Ima Nwafo, Transition Committee Chairman for Urumba North and South, Sir Ogochukwu Ekweme and Prince Neville Ushendo, respectively, said they came to commiserate with their friend Chief Egwonwu on the loss of his aunt and urged the family to take solace in the Lord because death is an inevitable end. For the Vice President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo Worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, Chief Medical Director Chukwuemeka Odumegojukwu University Teaching Hospital Worker, Dr. Josephat Akabike, former local government chairman, Old Urumba North and South, Chief Ben Oranwose, and a former APGA candidate for Urumba North and South Federal Constituency, Sir Eric Eze, asked the family to build on her legacies and should never be disunited. Responding, Chief Egwonwu said, "Our aunt stood in for him at the most important time in his life when he lost his dad at the age of 9, while his mom was terribly sick," adding that the deceased was the only woman who changes his hardest decision and worked hard to sustain him. Hence, he cared for her during her lifetime and gave her a befitting burial. Recounting his relationship with the deceased, Chief Egwonwu used the opportunity to urge the people to emulate standing for people when it matters, most especially for children, while thanking his guests for supporting him.
Family of my auntie or like my cousins, I equally have a relationship with them. Very solid relationship with them. I have taken them as not as a cousin but as my immediate siblings. And that is how we have been. It is not your struggle that give you what you earn. Nature have a way of discovering you and make you who you are.
The first son of the deceased, Mr. John Arinze, and grandson, Mr. Chinedu Umelo, described his mom and grandmother as peace-loving and caring women. Others present at the ceremony were the clergy, top government functionaries, traditional rulers, the state chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA, Sir Norbert Obi, and the wife of the former vice president, Mrs. Ifeoma Ekweme, among others. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. To end the news, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS TV from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Go on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. You can also join us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again this morning. Anambra Deputy Governor Ibezim has assured APGA members of free, transparent Congress. Archbishop Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Ibezim, is optimistic of new Nigeria. Chief of Army Staff Yahya has tasked Nigerian Army personnel on professionalism in discharge of military operations. And from the foreign scenes, Qatar and Bahrain are to resume flights May 25th. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all in the news this morning. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Be good.